And welcome back live from Coronado High School, Henderson, Nevada. It is the Border League, and the Border League is brought to you by the United States Marine Corps. Tony Cardasco courtside, our executive producer, John Alba, produced by Josh Bennett. And we are live on League Ready, and this is our matchup between Redemption Catholic Academy out of Troy, New York, and Nado, that is Coronado High School's team, the home court here for the Cougars. Head coach Jeff Kaufman, and their starting five: Johnny Collins, Mason Ibitan, Jalen St. Clair, Odarte Blankston, and Lance Stevenson. And we've got a quick turnover, and it'll go over to Redemption Catholic Academy out of Troy, New York. So it's taken in bounds by Basson Gideon. Yeson Liberato with the ball. It's Liberato. Takes it in the lane, and he'll get hammered. So we've got a foul on Johnny Collins, and that'll be his first personal, first team, just underway. We appreciate everyone tuning in wherever you might be on this Saturday night on League Ready. And Yeson Liberato will go to the free throw line. Clanking the first of two. Still have a lot more action to go here, so stay with us throughout the evening on League Ready. Second one is off. Long rebound for Lance Stevenson. Mason Abiton. And the ball went out of bounds, and it's a turnover, number 2 for Nado. Coronado High School, the Cougars, they play on this court. This is them. And they lost in the title game a season ago to Bishop Gorman in what was a wide-open season of hoops here in Southern Nevada. Off the miss by Wooten, Amari Wooten. Coronado will take it in bounds. So pretty sloppy here in the early going. 2 missed free throws for Redemption. They are RCA, Redemption Catholic Academy, like the old Victrola, you know. No one knows what that is anymore, do they? Down the low block, it's Abitan, and his turnaround is good. That's a 2-pointer. He was fading away, and it's 2-0 in favor of Nado. Back the other way. The wing gets Amari Wooten. Teray, and there's going to be 3 free throws coming up on that jumper by Wooten. So that was behind the arc. Jalen St. Clair with the foul. And so we're going to have 3 free throws coming up for Amari Wooten. So it's just momentum carrying Jalen St. Clair into the shooter. First of 3. And Redemption Catholic Academy is 0 for 3 currently at the free throw line. They missed their first 3, and they're still scoreless. 2 more chances here to break that drought. And that second free throw is good, and it's a 2-1 game. Last night we saw Nado losing to DME Academy, who we'll see in action later tonight. And that free throw settles down, and we're tied up at 2 apiece. Full court pressure being extended. Here's Johnny Collins. Collins had 15 points last night. Number 0 for this Coronado High School team. St. Clair directing traffic to the right. He'll veer to the right. Popping out up top is Abitan. Outside, here's a 3-pointer on the way. Swish by Lance Stevenson. So Stevenson with his first bucket of the night. And Nado goes up 5-2. Head of the circle. Amari Wooten take it all the way inside. Lost the handle. Wanted a foul out of bounds. And they'll say that it was deflected out by Coronado, by Nado. So Wooten will take it in, and the ball was almost stolen away by Johnny Collins. So it's a little bit sloppy here in the early part of this game. 5-2, Nado with the lead. So let's see what's going on there. A little secret, spilling some tea about something. Who knows? Abraham Touré is fouled. And that will go against Johnny Collins, quickly picking up 2 personals. Just a couple of minutes into this game. Outside, and the pull-up jumper there, that is true for Basson Gideon. 6'3", and the class of 2026. 5-4 ball game. There's Johnny Collins, got to watch himself already with 2 personals. It's Abaton letting it fly from distance behind the arc. 1 and done. Jalen Johnson with the rebound, back the other way, and here is Jason Liberato versus Coronado, and there's the steal. And ahead of the field, that shot is going to be rejected underneath by Basson Gideon. Wow, that shot was just erased there as Jalen St. Clair went up with it. The ball was knocked into the backcourt, a little bit sloppy, but actually some pretty good defense and aggressive play by both teams. And that ball is going to be thrown out of bounds, just sails away. Liberato could not catch up to it. And it's very scrappy, if you will, in the early part of this contest. 5-4, Air Nado with the lead. So here's Johnny Collins. They need him to get on track tonight. He'll be guarded there by Gideon. On the wing on the left side, Odarte Blankston Jr. Abaton deep in the corner. That's going to be a clean look for St. Clair, and he drills the 3. Good movement of the basketball, and Jalen St. Clair was wide open, and he knocks down that triple. 8-4, Air Nado. Good start. Deep in the corner, and the answer from Amari Wooten. So Wooten has 3 points. And the ball gets stolen away by Redemption Catholic. Here they are on the drive, and the layup for 2. And that's Johnson, Jalen Johnson, with that bucket. 9-8, Redemption Christian with its first lead of the night, 9-8. Double team, St. Clair avoids it, deep in the corner. That is Stevenson for 3, no. Oh, big rebound underneath for Johnny Collins, but he coughs up the basketball and back the other way. Liberato in the lane, and that little floater is good for 2. 11-8, Redemption. RCA. A lot of chatter from their bench, and Jalen St. Clair. Johnny Collins lost the ball. It is retrieved. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Turnaround jumper. That will be long for Blankston. Blankston, 6 points on just 3 of 10 shooting, but he had 7 rebounds against DME. The miss by Liberato deep. Back the other way. Here's going to be a wide open look for Johnny Collins and ring up that triple. We are tied at 11. We just stepped right into that shot. Really nice trajectory there. Number 2 in the state behind Jet Washington, Johnny Collins. Jet's going to wind up playing football eventually with Bishop Gorman. And the answer the other way by Wooten, Amari Wooten. Boy, Wooten is hitting threes here, a couple of them in the first half. He's got 6. Scramble for the basketball around the world, and the layup attempt no good for Liberato. When was the last time you saw that in live action? 3-pointer on the way for Coronado. Stevenson, he drills that. Second triple of the night for Lance Stevenson. He has 6, had 10 points against DME last night. His brother is also in the G League. 14 apiece. Under 10 to go, first half. Good action up and down the court. That pull-up jumper from the baseline by Wooten is good. And Wooten's got 8, half of the 16. Long outlet pass, And the follow-up shot, that's good for 2. Mason Abitan. That little scoop shot, that's going to be, that's going to count. We're going to get a goaltending call for hitting the backboard. Don't know if it would have stuck there, but Mason Abitan hits the backboard. We've got Courage Agbek-Pornu who comes in. Courage Agbek-Pornu for Redemption Catholic Academy. 6'5", class of 2025. St. Clair up top. Good penetration and no finish there as Zaire Lowry came into the game. Nice assist, or an attempt at an assist, and we're going to get a couple of free throws coming up for Blankston. So Lowry just pushing the ball down the court, so that was good. And then a foul on the attempt for the 2 points, and Blankston makes good on the first. Darte Blankston. Second free throw is also good. So we've got another tie, this time at 18 apiece. There's 9 minutes to go in the first half. We're tied up at 18. Let's take a short break here. Back with more right after this. Back courtside here at Coronado High School. Glad you could be a part of tonight's broadcast on League Ready. This is part of the Border League and second of 3 games for these schools. Border League presented by the United States Marine Corps, and stats are provided by Shot Tracker. So Jalen Johnson, the number 1 there, is falling off of his jersey, but he hits the 3. So I think that looks like a jersey that is typically number 3, and they added somebody like screened a number 1 onto that jersey, but that is falling off. 21-18. Penetration, Liberato all the way inside the key, kick it out outside. 3-point attempt, no good by Wooten. Whistle and a loose ball foul. So that foul going against Courage Agbek-Pornu. First personal on Agbek-Pornu. 3-point advantage for Redemption Catholic Academy out of Troy, New York. Abitan protecting the ball. Outside Miles Britt into the game. Players go after the ball. Shot clock, because it didn't hit the rim, went down to 6, but now it's reset. But the ball goes out of bounds, last touched by Coronado, or Air Nado. Again, Liberato forcing the issue. 3-pointer straight on. That hits the front of the iron, no good for Wooten, Amari Wooten. And back the other way, shake and bake move. Collins out of the backcourt, wide open, and passing up the 3, but taking the layup is Zaire Lowry. Well, it just went unaccounted for. Had a wide open triple attempt from the corner, but nobody under the board. Very much aware, takes it baseline, lays it up with the left hand for 2. And now Lowry with a nice play as he taps the ball out of bounds. 17 on the shot clock for Redemption. So we have a sub coming back in. That is Jalen St. Clair. And he'll replace Odarte Blankston. Top, it's Terrence Thompson now into the game for Redemption Catholic. Terrence Thompson. There's a turnaround jumper, and that is good for Yason Liberato. So Liberato with a sweet move on a quick turnaround. 23-20, Redemption Christian. Up top there is Johnny Collins. Cross court, Miles Britt. Deep in the corner now on the near side, that's Collins. His floater in the lane, no good. Rebound is fought for, tapped out. Fresh 30. Collins takes it into the lane, switches hands, and goes up with a wild shot that misses the iron. Back the other way. That was Wooten for three. 26-20, Redemption Catholic. Johnny Collins really does need to get started. Outside, Jalen St. Clair with a triple. So Nado cuts the lead down to 3. Underneath the basket, layup attempt, and that goes down for Courage Agbekpornu. 6'5", class of 2025. And the coaching staff, two-man game. Three-pointer on the way, no, for Jalen St. Clair. Underneath, battle for the rebound. Scramble in the lane. The ball is still loose. And we will have a held ball situation. No, they call the foul in there. Okay, what is this jersey? Clarence Thompson, number 31, I think. This should be Coronado's ball, Nado. Trailing by 5. So they ironed on some numbers, apparently, for Redemption Catholic Academy. Up top, here's Jalen St. Clair. Looks for a screen, doesn't get one, but the return shot there is no good by Abaton on the pick and pop. Back the other way. Deep in the corner, that's Liberato. Skip pass. Spin move, that's Thompson in the lane. Hard off the glass, no. Follow-up shot, no for Gideon. And out of bounds to Coronado. Nado trailing 28-23. And a chance to chip away right now. So inbounds to St. Clair. St. Clair with the basketball up top. Oh, nice backdoor cut. And the shot from three-point range was no good for Lowry. The follow-up underneath for Stevenson, no. And finally comes out to Amari Wooten of Redemption Catholic. Or Redemption Christian, I should say. And the layup attempt, that bends off for Amari Wooten. Wooten already with 8 points here in the first half. Three-pointer for Lance Stevenson, and that is good. So Stevenson brings Nado to within 2 points with 4:20 to go. Around a screen, that pull-up jumper came off of the rim there as Clarence Thompson had the miss. Outside three-pointer Lance Stevenson, that's a little wild. Follow-up, nice drive, hang in the air, bucket will count, and one for Mason Abaton. Good move. Felt the contact and then had a nice idea, notion to throw it up there, hang in the air, and hit that shot. Good work. We see, again, there are some more substitutions here. Abraham Toure comes in. Courage Agbekpornu comes in for Redemption Christian. So Nado takes the lead. Mr. Abbotton checks out. Lance Stevenson comes in. Is that supposed to be 31? I think it's taped up for 31. Well, we saw that tape job. It wasn't very good. So the referee's sorting through it because they do have a number 30, and I felt like they taped up a 1. Fouls on Clarence Thompson. But I have Thompson as number 31. Who knows? Okay, back to the action here. Nado 29, Redemption Christian 28. Out of the backcourt, here's Gideon. Gideon underneath. They draw the foul. Jalen Johnson went up with the shot. Or rather, Terrence Thompson, I should say. Terrence Thompson will go to the free throw line. He was fouled in the act. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And just draws the front of the iron on the first of 2. And now the equalizer perhaps coming up. Okay, so hang on. Hold the presses here. Was that Jalen Johnson? I think the number 1 fell off the front of his jersey. Or the back of his jersey is a 3. The front is a 13. Courage Agbekpornu with the basket. Redemption Christian goes up by 2. Back the other way, frenetic pace. And the basket is good for Lance Stevenson in the lane. Shot was altered underneath, and second shot attempt swatted out of bounds by Odarte Blankston. Okay, this is legitimately number 1. Amari Wooten coming in. Is that it's supposed to be number 3, number 13? Not sure. Inbounds pass, and it has to be run down by Abraham Toure. That shot's going to rattle out from distance from Wooten. Back the other way. Here's a fast break opportunity. Shot is blocked, but a whistle and a foul, and a good play by Zaire Lowry. Lowry already with a really nice assist here in this game, and he also had a nice steal, so he's playing really well here and hustling up and down the court. So we will see Lowry now at the line. Misses on the first, cannot break this tie just yet. 3:03 to go in the first half of play. Yason Liberato checks in once again for Redemption Christian. Lowry taking his time. Second free throw rattles out. So we are still tied at 31 apiece. Liberato, he went on the wing and went over to Wooten. Now underneath. Oh, they wanted a charge there and a spin move underneath Toure with the finish. So Redemption Christian back on top by 2 at 33-31. 2.5 remaining in the first half. Oh, good dribble penetration, but the steal off of that pass from Jalen St. Clair. And in the lane, shot was rejected, follow-up shot, no. And finally the tip-in for 2 from Basson Gideon. So Gideon, 6'3", goes up and gets the tip-in. Zaire Lowry. And good drive there by Banks and draws the foul. Switched hands in midair, Odarte Blankston. And Blankston to the line. Foul on Ibrahim Toure. And first free throw is good. Cuts the lead down to 3. The return of Johnny Collins, who has 2 personals here in this first half, but those fouls came early on. Mason Abaten also reports back in. Off the miss, here comes Redemption Christian, leading by 3, under 2 minutes to go. Top, Liberato. He went on the wing. Wooten. Up top, Agbekpornu. Agbekpornu cradles the ball up off glass for 2. Nice drive as he had that step on Jalen St. Clair, and it's 37-32 with 1:32 to go. Redemption Christian on the lead. Johnny Collins. Abaten. Abaten, nice cross. Can't shake his man. Knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Redemption Christian. So we see Abdul Rahim Alate come in. His first appearance on the night for Redemption Christian. 5-point advantage. High inbound, Lance Stevenson. Stevenson, high kick, high touch. Throws up a 3-point attempt. No, it is saved in bounds off the miss by Agbekpornu. 5-point advantage for Redemption Christian. Here's Gedeon down the low block, and that is Abdul Rahim Alate. Off that miss, Johnny Collins. Collins looking to force the issue. 2-man game. St. Clair triple attempt. No. Back the other way. And that bucket will not go down for Courage Agbekpornu. And out of bounds it goes to Nado. So a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. Nado, this game was tied up at 31. And so a 6-1 mini spurt for Redemption Catholic. Ball comes in bounds. Jalen St. Clair breaks the pressure. Goes deep in the corner. St. Clair, boy, he's really cat-like fast. And nice, oh, great dish. But Abaten could not get that bucket to fall. In the lane, Terrence Thompson. Thompson, that was a double dribble, folks. That was definitely a double. Refs missed that one, out of bounds, and it goes to Redemption Christian. Amari Wooten reports back in, as does Yasan Liberato. 8 seconds remaining here in this half. 37-32 your score. Up top, Wooten. Wooten penetration, scoops it up, will not go down, and that'll do it for the half. That is it. 37-32, Redemption Christian with the lead behind 8 points by Amari Wooten, the class of 2026 point guard for Redemption Christian Academy. And for Nado, they've hung in there on the virtue of a couple of Lance Stevenson triples in this game. 37-32, Redemption Christian with the lead at the break. We will step aside and we'll return with the start of the second half. That comes your way momentarily. You're watching the Border League here on League Ready. Back at Coronado High School in Henderson, Nevada. This is the Border League presented by the United States Marine Corps. And our stats are provided by Shot Tracker. Tony Cardasco courtside. And hope that you're enjoying yourself on this Saturday evening. We've got a lot more hoops coming up for you. And tonight's broadcast, executive producer John Albaugh, produced by Josh Bennett on League Ready. So still, 3 games to go here? This is a lot of fun. So we have a good one here, 37-32. Things kind of slipped away a little bit from Nado at the end of that first half, but they'll have to get better there as far as execution and finishing off a lot of their plays. Terrence Thompson, and there's a steal, rail fast. And a nice assist attempt there from Collins. The shot was blocked as Jalen St. Clair went up with it. And now penetration in the lane. Boy, this is sloppy to start the second half. And there's a steal once again. Jalen St. Clair now ahead of the pack. And the dunk by Johnny Collins. So Johnny Collins at 6'1", skies, and has an electrifying dunk for Nado back the other way. And the blown layup. And the follow-up was no good. Tapped around. Finally knocked out of bounds as Abraham Toure was up there. Courage Agbukpornu, he missed a couple. So here's a steal off the inbounds. Nice play, and then the fast break again. St. Clair didn't take it to the hole. Backed it out. Odarte Blankston. And up top, Abitan. Nado trailing by 3. 15 on the shot clock. Here's St. Clair. St. Clair to Blankston. Blankston dribble penetration, Euro step, reversal. Can't get it to fall. Back the other way. It is retrieved by Liberatu. Here's Terrence Thompson. Thompson up top, had a screen, used it. Couldn't free him up, but now he frees up for a three-point attempt. No, that's hard, and it is long. And back the other way, three-pointer on the way, no good for Jalen St. Clair. One and done, Redemption Christian. Liberato behind the back, goes up, spectacular play, but blows the layup. Now he gets it back, and a three-pointer, Wooten. That hits the hail of the iron, and now a foul on the rebound as Yeson Liberatu with the foul on Odarte Blankston. So quickly, Redemption Christian has a timeout. They just want to talk things over. Did not like this start to this half. Very, very sloppy. Scoring so far in this half, 2-0 in favor of Coronado. Boy, just looking, in the rafters here, one of the top names, the Nevada Boys Player of the Year 2019-2020, Gatorade Player of the Year, Jaden Hardy. So glad to see that Hardy is doing very well. He was the Player of the Year in the state, and of course went on to play for a short spurt in the G League, was drafted, and I think he'll get an opportunity finally with the Dallas Mavericks. Had a very good preseason camp, and things are looking up for him. So the biggest name, I think, on that stage there with all these banners hanging. A lot of local players and athletes from different sports. Boys soccer is represented, and girls swimming and the like. So very nice gymnasium here. Dribble penetration. That was by Collins. Whistle and a foul underneath. This will go against Abram Toure. And going to the free throw stripe is Odarte Blankston. And I think that's what Nado's got to do tonight, is continue to attack and then obviously finish off some plays. Free throw goes down. 37-35. Blankston's done pretty well at the free throw line. We're going to get a sub in. That is Basan Gedion. And he'll replace Courage Agbekpornyu. Second free throw on the way. Front of the iron, offensive glass, layup attempt, no good. It will not fall for Lance Stevenson. Taken away by Redemption. Back the other way. That's Liberato. Pull-up jumper, good. So that is a 4-point swing. And that's a tough break there because Stevenson was right there at the cup and it just wouldn't stay down. 39-34. Redemption Christian. That's going to go against Terrence Thompson right in front of us. They have Terrence Thompson, I think, listed as 6'8", but that's not true. He's even 6 feet tall. I don't think he's maybe 5'8", maybe 5'8". Abitan, dribble penetration, off glass, couldn't get there to the rim. Back the other way, here's Wooten. Wooten underneath, and an easy layup attempt there for Terrence Thompson. Back up to a 6-point advantage for Redemption Christian. On the back door. That shot is blocked. Abitan went up with it. Sent back by Gedion. Back the other way. Running and gunning. And that is Wooten with the finish. 43-35. Here comes Johnny Collins down the lane. Whistle, and he draws the foul against Basan Gedion. Foul on Gedion. Redemption Catholic Academy. Redemption Christian Academy, I should say, out of Troy, New York. And at the free throw line, Johnny Collins plays for the EYBL Vegas Elite squad. Free throw is good. Return of Zaire Laurie, who gave some really good energy minutes for Coronado, for Air Nado in the first half. So hopefully he can continue with that trend. 43-36. Collins' second free throw rattles in. So Collins did a good job of not collecting his third personal before halftime. Three-pointer on the way. Wooten, high rebound, fought for, pulled down underneath by Blankston. Head of the field, here's Collins. Collins, he gets hammered. And that foul will be on the floor. And I think it went against Jalen Johnson. It is. Third personal on Johnson. So here's Johnny Collins going to the free throw line, being recruited, class of 2026, by Arizona State so far. Very quick, and obviously at 6'6'1", boy, does he have some hops. We saw that dunk in the first half. Spectacular. I'd like to have the card where you hold up like a 9 or a 10. Second free throw was good. 43-38 the count. Redemption Christian with the lead. 12:15 to go here in this contest. We've got a couple of more games to go tonight, so stay with us on League Ready. Liberato. That should have been steps right there by Gedion. Now he pulls up and buries the triple. They missed the travel, and he hits the three, and that is a big shot, folks. Abitan kicks it outside. Zaire Laurie. Laurie was right there in the lane and didn't shoot it. Back the other way, and the layup for two for Amari Wooten. So the fast break starting to catch up, and a lot more depth, it appears, for Redemption Christian. 10-point advantage, 48-38, 11 and a half to go. Three-pointer, and that's going to be long. And out of bounds. So Abitan with the attempt from three. Returning Abraham Toure. Where's that guy with the three and on his back and a 31 on the front? Oh, man. Okay, that player's wearing 30, but that is all taped on for the 0. Or is that supposed to be 31? We have a timeout. We'll just keep it right here. More action coming your way tonight. I just saw that Florida Rebels team at halftime, and they are in the tunnel, and they are chomping at the bit to get on out there and play this game. Coming up next, the Florida Rebels against Utah Prep, and this should be a good one. Utah Prep, ranked in the top 10 in high school basketball. It's going to be a good game, I'll tell you that. So stay with us. The number 1 player in the nation will be in action in that game, A.J. Dibansta, and also they have a 5-star, I think, in that point guard, J.J. Mandaquit. He is awfully good, and that is a really deadly combination for Utah Prep. I saw that campus, looked it up online. Here's a three-pointer, and that goes down for Bassan Gedeon. So everything's starting to fall for Redemption Christian. This game was tied at 31. It's a 20-7 run. 20-7. Deep in the corner, there's a three-pointer. That's how you bury it from distance for Lance Stevenson. So that is his 3rd triple of the evening. And it's back to a 10-point game. That'll be the 3rd personal on Johnny Collins. That campus for Utah Tech up there in Utah is just spectacular. It's an entire campus. These prep schools, you go to school for about 4 hours a day, and then you play hoops the rest of the time. Such a life, huh? Here's Wooten on the dribble drive, and we're going to get a foul inside, and that'll be number 4 on Johnny Collins. You get 6. Team's 2nd personal. And at the line, it is Amari Wooten, class of 26. Free throw good. 52-41. And one more upcoming. Things slipped away from Coronado last night, too. They fell 63-47 to DME Academy. We'll see them in our finale this evening. Back to a 12-point lead. 12-point advantage. We approach 10 minutes to go. That drive to the basket, and the shot was deflected, kept alive, and a little leaner in the lane for Odarte Blankston is good. Ten-point lead. Goes deep in the corner. And that is Jalen Johnson. And the 3 on the way. Wooten, swish. Amari Wooten can flat out shoot. Shooting Wooten. 56-43, 9.5 to go. Abboton. What an athletic play as the ball was blocked and then taken away by Bassan Gedeon. The other way, offensive rebound, and it goes out of bounds, and that is last touch by Coronado. Terrence Thompson comes back in, as does Yasan Liberato for Redemption Christian Academy. Terrence Thompson. Oh, nice pass underneath, and the flush by Terrence Thompson. Wide open, a misassignment there. And this lead has ballooned to 15. Jalen St. Clair is going to back it out. Try to set up a play. There's 5 out for Coronado. And the ball's thrown away. Penetration, the drive, the kick by Abbatown, and he simply threw it out of bounds. Had 5 turnovers last night, and that's a tough play right there. So here's Terrence Thompson. Liberato calls out a play by tapping the top of his head. This is Jalen Johnson. He whips it into the lane, and the steal, and now a steal back the other way. Clarence Thompson, and another steal, and now we've got a foul. This will go against Redemption and Abdul Rahim Alate. So that's a 3. I don't know what's going on. It was too much tape. They're going to call it on Terrence Thompson. Actually, number 3, not the other player with the 3, and then a ball of tape. Free throw is good. Hassan Gedeon. You might have heard Jeff Kaufman. Everything's going to the rim from this point forward. 8 minutes of bonus time. So they're going to shoot free throws the rest of the way. That's one way to catch up here. Down by 13. Amari Wooten. Up top, Johnson. That turnaround jumper in the lane, no good for Terrence Thompson. Gets his own rebound. And the flush with the right hand underneath for Thompson. Terrence Thompson with a dunk. 60-45. Well, that was a thunderous dunk. Here could be another one. Wooten with a dunk. 62-45. Back the other way. Collins throws the ball out of bounds. Miscommunication between Johnny Collins and Odarte Blankston. It'll stay the same way, actually, and Jalen St. Clair up top. Zaire Lowry getting set to check back in. Nice bounce pass, and a pass across the lane, deep in the corner, and that was Collins with the miss from behind the arc. Scramble on the rebound, and Redemption Christian gets it out of there, but stolen back the other way. And there's a dunk attempt underneath for Lance Stevenson, pops out. 3-pointer on the way. Wooten, no. This is a track meet. Stevenson got it out of there. 3-pointer bounds out. Stevenson follow up, and he gets that lay-in for 2. 62-47, and a quick timeout for Nado, trailing by 15. Boy, that was sloppy. It was wide open hoops. (62-47). That's the advantage of 15 points. Redemption Christian leading Nado. And this game has really pretty much fallen to pieces here the last few minutes. Just poor execution, really sloppy, and Nado just needs to settle down a little bit. There's a pass underneath. And that shot attempt, we're going to get a foul as Courage Agbek-Pornu went up for the shot. And that foul will go against Zaire Lowry of Nado of the Cougars. Second personal on Zaire Lowry. First free throw, no good by Agbek-Pornu. Jalen Butler seeing his first action of the evening for Redemption Christian as he checks in at 6'4", a 2025 graduate. Second free throw is good by Agbek-Pornu. 63-47. Time is starting to run down. It is dwindling for Nado. Cross-court pass, Johnny Collins. Little floater. That's going to fall short. Tapped out of bounds. I think that went off of Redemption. Yep, it'll stay the same way. 16-point lead. See if they go to the rim as their coach told them. Jalen St. Clair up top. Crossover. Kicks it out deep in the corner. Nothing doing for Johnny Collins. He's guarded tightly. Now he wants to spin. Now he wants to shoot. And that is off the side of the iron. Follow-up bucket for two. Nice play, Zaire Lowry. As I said earlier, Lowry has given some pretty good energy minutes at times in this contest tonight. Lead is down to 14. Still some time at 5:48. And a traveling call. That'll go on Terrence Thompson. So let's see if Nado can capitalize on that turnover. See what happens here. 14-point lead, 5:40 to go. Johnny Collins, he'll work it on the right side. Into the lane, there's St. Clair, and the shot was rejected. Whistle and a foul, and Jalen St. Clair will go to the free throw line. Foul goes against Courage Agbepornu. And that'll be his second personal. And again in the bonus, St. Clair will go to the line. That free throw is good. Cuts the lead down to 13. Let's keep chipping away. Lincoln Harper. Lincoln Harper checks in for Redemption Christian. His first action of the night. That deep bench might pay dividends as Harper comes down with the rebound off the miss. Wooten up top. Bassan Gedeon. Here's Gedeon on the dribble drive. The ball is tapped out. It is picked up by Jalen St. Clair of Nado. Abitan. Approaching 5 minutes remaining. 13-point deficit for Nado, the home team. Here's Collins up top. Collins, cross. Collins left it underneath. Backing out now is Jalen St. Clair. Now he pulls up with a three-point jumper with time winding down on the shot clock. And off the miss, Terrence Thompson. Here's Wooten falling down. He just fell down on his own. There was no contact. He was just off balance and threw up the air ball out of bounds. And possession coming to Nado. Here's Mason Abaton. 13 points last night against DME. And a turnover once again. Just a sloppy pass picked off by Jalen Butler. And Butler has it slapped away. And it is picked up by Nado. Can we get a finish? We can. Odarte Blankston. So that was a pretty play. So Nado, 4 minutes to go. Can they make a comeback in this one, trailing by 11? They've had back-to-back buckets. 3-point distance. Colin McCullough with the miss. Here comes Zaire Lowry. No movement away from the ball. They got to keep moving. St. Clair. St. Clair looks for an outlet, finds one in Abaton. Three-pointer on the way. Front of the iron and off. 3.5 remaining. Back the other way. And deep in the corner, that is either Clarence Thompson or Abdul Rahim Alate. It's all taped there on the number. 12 on the shot clock. That pass underneath, and the bucket will fall in for Lincoln Harper. So Harper with his first points of the night. It's back to a 13-point advantage. Foul on the drive as St. Clair gets hacked. So Jalen St. Clair go to the free throw line. Foul on Jalen Butler. That's his first personal. So St. Clair, this will only make a team like Coronado playing all these really good teams a lot better come conference time here in Southern Nevada. Can only help. Lance Stevenson, he'll check back in. Stevenson has UNLV, Manhattan, and NAU on his list currently with offers. Long rebound, Zaire Laurie. Up top, Lance Stevenson from three. Can't get it to go down. Offensive board. The dunk attempt underneath there for Odarte Blankston, but he's hammered on the way, and he will go to the free throw line with a chance to cut this lead down to 10, but 2:46 only remaining in the contest. So Blankston at the free throw line. We'll see Miles Britt. He'll report in. Jalen St. Clair checks out. Blankston's second free throw coming up. Now you have to trap and claw. Make your free throws like that. Cuts it down to 10. At 65-55. Abdul Rahim Alate comes back in for Redemption Christian. Jalen Butler to trigger it inbounds. Full court press. They cross the timeline. Deep in the corner, that is Marco Karalik with the miss. The follow-up no underneath for Terrence Thompson. And they'll get a third attempt and finally a rebound by Zaire Laurie. 2:22 to go. Dribble penetration. Lance Stevenson draws the foul. And that shot, even if it went, would not have counted. So we go back to the free throw line with this free throw parade and a chance to cut it down to a 3-possession game. I thought there was a foul in there, no? Okay. So Johnny Collins there's a dribble penetration. Turnover for Johnny Collins, but they get it back there. Lance Stevenson deep in the corner. Collins for three. So with 2 minutes, it is a 3-possession game. So let's see. Abraham Toure. Outside now, Liberato. No foul. They look underneath, and that reverse layup is good, and one, Terrence Thompson. Well, Nado, they just gambled and lost there because they tried to come up with a play there. Odarte Blankston got caught up. They were trapping and scrambling and doing the things you need to do to try to create a turnover. And this could result in a 3-point play, which pretty much is the clincher, right? It's a dagger of a play. Back to a 10-point lead. Minute 30 to go. Up top, it's Johnny Collins with the basketball. Jalen St. Clair with the rock. Stevenson. And, wow, Odarte Blankston lost the ball pretty much on the way up there. And luckily it went in. Don't forget, a lot more action coming your way here at the conclusion of this game on League Ready. And the Border League is presented by the United States Marine Corps, the few and the proud. So we will see an inbounds pass here coming up. A minute 23 to go. Former UNLV running rebel Mark Dickel in the house. Taking a beating there. I didn't know who was pummeling me right then. Amari Wooten. Cross court to Gideon. Underneath. That turnaround pops out of there. And here's Jalen St. Clair. And underneath, let's see if we can get a finish. We can. And that was by Stevenson. 68-62. The lead cut down to a 2-possession game. We've got a turnover here for Nado getting the ball. They get it back now. Let's see, 58 seconds. So Johnny Collins on the inbounds. They need Collins to do something big. They get it to Collins off the curl. Collins, patient, throws up a 3-point attempt. No. And that ball goes out of bounds. And it was last touched by Redemption Christian with 46 seconds remaining. 6-point lead. Just make a basket of any type, any sort, and then you could play the fouling game. Cross court. That's Lance Stevenson. Throws up a 3, no. Offensive rebound. And the dribble penetration by St. Clair. Ball taken away. Off the steal. Back the other way. Terrence Thompson. And they're just going to try to get fouled, but there's no whistle yet. Amari Wooten, 20 seconds. There's Wooten. And Redemption Christian is just going to run out the clock. It appears. Wooten and a foul late with 8 seconds remaining. So some chances, something to look forward to and to build upon for Nado. Very short bench. 8 players suited up, and this is a team that is going to be able to improve off of the game like this, I do believe. They didn't close it out very well, but they cut the lead down to 6, and that's where the final stands. Final score here from Coronado High School in Henderson, Nevada. It is Redemption Christian 68, Nado 62. Don't go away. We've got a big-time game. It comes your way after these messages, and that will be the Rebels from Florida up against Utah Tech. It's going to be a big game. So stay tuned. Stay with us here on League Ready. Back with more after this.